Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great day, great night. Want to be talking about how to start a business here. Starting a business is easier than ever before because of the internet and all the access we have with the internet to different tools that will help you start a business. There's so much free stuff out there that will guide you in the right direction. And there's also sites like Udemy where you can learn different things, take different courses for not even that much, $10, $20. And it will teach you how to do digital marketing and financial things and all type of different things. So there's really no excuse to not start a business in this new digital era. So, there's two ways you can start a business. The first way, you can, work hard, bust your ass and save up your money and put that towards the business. Or the second one is you can get a loan to start the business. But I wouldn't advise getting a loan because then, that's probably going to put you in a situation where you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do and do things that's not good for the business because you need it for the bottom line for you to pay that loan back. So I think the best way is to bust your ass and save your money, and then you could put that towards the business. And really, there's no shortcut, There's no shortcut for success. A lot of people want it the easy way. They don't want to work hard for it. They just want to hand it to them. But that's not how it is. That's not how it's going to work. It takes time, effort, patience, work. It's a recipe. There's a recipe for success. It ain't gonna happen overnight. But see, some people, they want to try to, get into something, and once they get in it, they do it for a week or two or maybe a month or two, and they stop because it gets too hard. But that's the fun part. That's the best part of it, because you keep pushing through, you keep persevering, you're going to get through it and you're going to start seeing results. But that's the problem with a lot of people. They stop because they don't want to go through with that hard work, because it might take you days. It might take you days just to do one thing, just learn how to do it. And you got to really push and really persevere and just go through it. And sometimes, you might have to work for somebody in that business, so then you can get the different techniques and learn the different tools and learn how to run your business and market your business. Because, you could try to start a business, but if you don't know what you're supposed to do and you don't know how to market and get you customers or how the business is ran or set up, then you can still do it, but it's going to be some growing pains. It's going to take you longer. But if you go ahead and work for somebody, you can learn the ins and outs of the business. You can learn how to navigate that sector of whatever you want to do. And that will give you valuable information. And you'll learn how to market yourself, and you'll be set up for success. But make sure you follow someone that's a good leader and someone that will teach you. Because if you go and follow the wrong person, then they can just be wanting you to do the busy work and not really teach you the ins and outs of the business. So be careful about that too. But I think that's like the best way, because you want to learn the ins and outs of whatever business you want to do. And don't quit your day job to try to start the business when it's first beginning. You want to have that as a side business, but you want to be working your day job too, so you can pay your bills, and so you can have a little bit of extra money for your marketing and all that type of stuff. You don't want to quit your day job and go straight into the business, and it fails and you can't even pay your bills. You got to move back in with your parents or do whatever, be on the street, So you want to really keep that day job and work your ass off. It might take you, a long time to do it, but eventually it's going to happen if you persevere. Sometimes you're going to have to put in 14, 15, 16-hour days And that's just how it is. That's the grind. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have that dog, because that's the grind. That's what's gonna separate you from everybody else. That grind, that dog, that hustle. Because nobody don't want to put in no 14, 15, 16-hour days. Everybody want to go party. Everybody want to go live a high life. Everybody want to go do this, and do that. But if you sit there and you sacrifice, that's the key word, sacrifice. Nobody don't want to sacrifice. If you sacrifice a year or two, you never know where it could take you. But you got to consistently do it, consistently put out content, consistently do whatever your business model is. You got to consistently do it every day, day in, day out, 15, 16-hour days. And you will see dividends, because it's the work you put in. It's what you do behind the scenes, not where everybody looking. It's about what you do when nobody looking. It's about getting up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and making it happen. Like right now, I'm doing a podcast. It's 3:30 a.m. I haven't even slept yet. I'm up grinding. I'm up working, because that's what's going to separate you. You got to be willing to do that, period. And that's just how it is. But like I said, starting a business is more easier than ever with the technology that we have and everything that's possessed in our arsenal with all this social media and the digital age. So, you got to get to work. You got to make stuff happen. And there's no excuses, period. You just got to put in the work, make it happen, put in those 14, 15, 16-hour days, and grind hard. You get in. What you put in, you get, period. Like I said, nobody don't want to work. Nobody don't want to grind. But you have to. You can't say you want to be rich. You want to be wealthy. You want to live this extravagant lifestyle. But you ain't doing jack. You sitting on the couch playing video games. Snacking on food, watching Netflix. That's good and all sometimes. But if that's the majority of what you're doing, then you're doing something wrong. You got to get a purpose. Like I said in the last video, you got to have a purpose for something. Once you have that purpose, that'll drive you to do what you want to do and to make stuff happen. You got to have that drive. That purpose will give you, your purpose will give you that drive. And you got to be focused, If that means cutting off negative energy, cutting off, you got a girlfriend or something or a boyfriend, cut them off if they're negative, they're stopping you from reaching your goals. Put yourself in the right environments. Take yourself out of the wrong environments, because that's what's going to get it done. You want people that's going to motivate you, So, it's easier than ever to start a business. But like I said, don't quit your day job. Work your day job too. And do what you love. Turn that into a business model, because if you do what you love and you turn that into a business model, somehow figure out how to monetize doing what you love, then guess what? Those 14, 15, 16-hour days won't even matter, because you love what you're doing. You have a purpose. You love it. It doesn't even seem like work. So I encourage everybody to try to find something like that. And I appreciate everybody listening to this podcast. Get up, get after it, and let's go, period.